Dear friends, it is a sweet and significant moment for us. I feel quite safe, I feel quite joyful, quite nurtured, quite accepted by nature, beautiful flowers, this valley, my friend Taylor's enthusiasm, blue sky, birds chirping, in front of me beautiful ocean. The moment we recognize these beautiful things of nature, automatically something in us gets turned on to something even more profound, that is the source of nature. If nature is so beautiful, so marvelous, so comforting, so embracing, how much more its source can be. And even if we do not go up to the source, nature itself is intoxicating, soothing, uplifting, and making us connect with each other. Why are we not connecting with each other? Because somehow we are not able to find out a common focus, a common calling, a common urge, a common slogan, a common truth, a common conviction, a common. And my feeling is we all have that common calling and craving and urge and pull. However, because of our language, the way we use our language and words, we have not somehow come to any clear understanding what is the meaning of words that we use. So, I may use a particular word in one way and you may interpret quite in a different way, and you are reacting, then I am reacting, and we are just getting lost in something else. So, let us not get lost. Let us try to communicate as clearly and as simply and as truthfully as possible, as clearly, as sweetly, as humbly and as truthfully as possible. My conviction is just in sweet sharing of our stories. It does not take anything else to cultivate the flow of love. Our stories are so exciting, so mesmerizing, so challenging, that just by exchanging those stories, we automatically create a love bonding. I think it's great to eat and feed each other, but I think even if we don't have money and time for that, if we could just save a few minutes to hear someone's story and tell our own story. So, my story recently will be that I wrote these few lines in my Facebook. Let me see if I can remember those words. As long as you have attachments and fears, don't claim I am God. As long as you have attachments and fears, don't claim you are God. This kind of egotistical declaration has created all the confusion in the realm of spirituality and truth. What is the relationship between spirituality and truth? Truth is something that embraces spirituality and whatever else could there be besides spirituality. But spirituality in our human context means how as human beings, we aspire to realize that truth, that path that deals with that process. That path is called spirituality or spiritual subject, that somehow trains us, refines us, inspires us, ignites us to discover, to find that truth. And so, what happened when we start making wrong claims, then even if someone is genuine, then how to know who is genuine and who is not genuine? So, in my understanding, first and foremost, as spiritual seekers, we have to hold on to one thing, whatever that one thing is. As far as I am concerned, I would propose that one thing could be truth. Let us be truthful with each other. Let us be clear what we are saying. Let us be clear what we want to hide. There is no need for us to reveal our dreams, our individual crazy thoughts. But there is no need to hide so many things that we can happily, joyfully share and feel for each other as if we are extension of each other. So, dear friends, it was such a joy to share this message of love and connection, and I think as long as we are alive, we have to keep this urge as alive, as fiery as possible. May God bless us. Thank you.